Hi everybody, and welcome to an Anna Kelly fishing tutorial on how to make the Detroit River stinger hook. So we've got a whole lot of things out here. This is actually very easy. This is the easiest way that I've found to actually make one of these things, because I've seen many other ways. Some of them are overkill. The stinger hook, this one, requires, we have a bobber stop, and we got a treble hook, and we got fluorocarbon line. Doesn't require any of the other stuff. We just have a knot. The knot, this stinger hook has never once failed me. Not one time. I've got it hooked on rocks and stuff like that, and the hook itself will break before anything else gives. So this is a really good, great stinger hook. Okay, to start with, we're going to need a wooden piece here with nails 2.5 inches apart. You can do it shorter or longer depending on what kind of lure you're using. Some people like them shorter, some people like them longer. I got just a clamp here, keep it to the table. We got bobber stops. You can get these on eBay. You get a ton of them for very cheap. We got 12-pound fluorocarbon. Some people actually use the size, and the size is 0.30 millimeter. Got a pack of number 10 treble hooks. I like the red ones. They kind of stand out a little bit more. These here are what they actually look like, the bobber stops. You're going to need like a toothpick or something. This here is just like a kebab thing that I cut and I can use. It's a little longer. And we have scissors just to cut our line with and stuff. So let's get started. Okay, to start with, you want to take the tail end of your fluorocarbon, put it right through the eyelet. Leave yourself a little tail. You're going to make a loop, pinching it. You're going to go 13 times. Not fully around, just rotations with the treble, because it's going to just flop there. 1, see? That's just a number that I found that works well. So once you get to there, you're going to take that tail and you're going to send it right through, right by the eyelet, the first gap. Once you got that, you're going to send that tail right back through the hole. It pops through. Pull it tight. Now you've got your tail. And then I will just cut that off, just leaving a little bit. All right, so now that we have the treble hook tied onto the fishing line, we're going to hook it onto that nail and keep it tight so it doesn't fall off. And then we're going to take our tail and we're going to shove it right through. These bobber stops have a little metal loop in there. So we're going to put that line right through it, keeping it tight so that it doesn't fall off of there, and we're going to pull it this way. Once we get it to the nail, we're going to grab the rubber part and we're going to pull that right over the fishing line, and then we're going to take the loop that's created and just put it over the nail. Pull that right back nice and tight, the bobber stop. Now we just have to make a nice overhand knot. So we're going to take our toothpick, so I make the overhand knot, and I'm just going to guide it right over and next to the bobber stop. The best way I've found is if I lay this toothpick on this side, right on the far side, right next to it, it'll put it really close. So my next knot, we're going to do a total of 3, but my next knot, I want to get it tucked up right behind it. So I'm going to take the toothpick again, and I want it to be on the bobber stop side. So as we keep doing it, because if I do it on this side, it's just going to be 3 different knots. Well, I want to make one large knot. So I'm going to do one more here. And I'm going to get it up really nice and close. That makes one big knot, so we're good. That knot is so large it won't go through the bobber stop. The line barely goes through the bobber stop. And we're going to cut the metal here. So now, what we've created, we can take that off. We can slide this out. We can clear the metal off of there. And we have our stinger hook. And when you want to tighten it down, all you have to do is pull up. You hook it onto your hook, and then you pull it, and this gets tighter. Okay? And then when you can take it off by just pulling on the bobber stop and pulling it back, and it'll come off your hook, so you don't have to retie or anything gets torn up. So that's your typical Detroit River stinger hook. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and like. And tight lines, everyone.